we started spending more money on the same amount of product, which is how inflation works. I get it. The price of eggs in my grocery store went up about $1 over the course of a few months, but I could see what I was paying and what I was getting. It was transparent. Then we started paying the same amount of money for less product, and we all had to learn about shrinkflation. A little bit shady, I think, but they can still claim transparency because the package sizes were right there. We just weren't paying attention. Now, they're just straight up lying to us and stealing from us. Let me give you 2 examples. This is a can of tuna. It says 120 grams of drained weight. I expect they took a can, put 120 grams of tuna in it, filled it up with some water, put a lid on it, slapped a label on it, smacked it on its ass, sent it out the door. So why did I get 105 grams of tuna? And that's 15 grams of tuna. That's a tablespoon. That's 12.5% of my can. That's a lot more than just gets stuck in the nooks and crannies that you can't get out. And on a 94-cent can of tuna that I price matched at 94 cents, my store was selling it for $1.89. That's a dime, maybe 12 cents on an individual can. But how many cans are they selling? If I had purchased 10 cans that day, it would have been like opening one can that was completely empty and another that was missing a quarter of the tuna. But this one makes me even angrier. 862 grams. This is chicken. About 862 grams of chicken, net weight. I expect that to mean exclusive of packaging. I paid for 862 grams of chicken. I should get 862 grams of chicken. So why did I get 772 grams of chicken? That's a 90-gram difference. And I don't care that I didn't get that 90 grams of chicken. I do care that I paid for that 90 grams of chicken. And at $19.82 a kilogram, that's $1.98 per 100 grams. And 90% of that is $1.78. I didn't do that math in my head. I used a calculator 5 minutes ago. So that's $1.78 on one product, one package of chicken. How many packages of chicken did they sell that day? And it's on all of their proteins across multiple stores. This happened in Metro, but Real Canadian Superstore, which is where I normally shop, got me for $1.53 a couple weeks ago on some fish. So if I'm on average buying 3 proteins per week and rounding down, they are stealing $5 from me, $260 a year, $5 a week. I'm just putting in the garbage. I may as well put it in the garbage. I would rather put it in the garbage, but instead it is lining the pockets of the greedy grocers who go on radio and TV ads with sad music and empathetic voices to say grocery prices are rising and we don't know what to do. I don't know, maybe stop fucking us for a start. That would be swell. And think of all of the grocery stores in your town. How many grocery stores are there? How many thousands of transactions are they putting through every hour? And how many of those transactions are those people paying for product they're not getting? $1 here, $3 there, $5 there. How much money are we giving to these manufacturers and grocers who are already measuring their profits in the hundreds of millions and billions? They're taking it out of our pockets. If a cashier in one of those stores stole $5 every shift, they would be fired and charged. Yet they are stealing from us every minute of every day. How and when can we hold them accountable to ensure their packaging actually reflects what we're paying and what we're getting?
I don't know why I'm making this video, but like I feel like my husband and I are doing everything right. We both have good jobs. I'm a nurse. I'm a registered nurse. I work full-time. He works full-time. We just got paid this past Friday, right? We paid the mortgage. Bought some groceries. Put some gas in the car. And guys, it is Tuesday. And we have like $200 or $300 to last us until next Friday. Like, we don't live in a big house. We live in a little ranch. It's 1,100 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, us and our 2 kids. And like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm in school full time. I work full time. He works more than full time. He works overtime every week. I don't know what to do. I'm so stressed out. This isn't how it's supposed to be. You know, growing up we were told, you know, go to college, get a degree, work to support your family. Here we are. Did that. Now what? Now what? I'm not into politics. I don't follow it. Frankly, that stresses me out too. But like, I don't know, somebody has to do something to change this, because like, I make good money. He makes good money. We don't live above our means. I don't know what less than paycheck to paycheck is. What is that? Poverty. As a registered nurse, with a husband, with a second income. He doesn't make as much as I do, but he still works and brings home good money. So, I don't know. While I was in school, all I could think about was, it'll get better. It'll get better after I graduate and I start working, and we'll be able to pay our bills. We'll be able to not check the bank account if our kids say, "Mom, can we go to the movies this weekend?" Just be comfortable. And we're not. We're not at all. I don't know what else to say. It's just, I don't know. I know there's been a lot of videos on TikTok about people, talking about the economy and, just how out of control prices are right now. We're all talking about it. I feel like none of the people that talk about it, because we live it, have any influence or power or anything to change things. What are we gonna do? We're too worried about how we're gonna buy dinner for tonight. I don't know. Feel free to share this video. Talk about it more. Maybe somebody who, can do something about it will see one of our videos. Hundreds, thousands, I'm sure, people post every day and talk about the economy. And I don't want to get into the politics with it, so don't come on my comments talking about Biden and Trump, and I don't want to hear it. It's not about that. Maybe it is about that, but either way, I don't want to hear about it. I just want to share our struggle. And, maybe someone else can relate. I don't know. Maybe we just need to support each other until things change. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Hi, can I help you?
Big Mac, filet of fish, large fry. Chicken McNugget.
Happy meal?
Happy meal.
Happy meal?
Do you want orange soda? Orange soda.
Okay, you want sauce for the nuggets?
Ketchup.
Ketchup? Okay.
And I'll have a hamburger, small fry, and a Diet Coke.
What size Diet Coke will it be? Anything for dessert? Okay, for here? That comes to $10.84, please. Oh, you already got it. I need a small orange and a small diet, please. I got the half meal again. Thanks, Jason. $10.84 out of $11.
If you feel like you've applied to 1,000 jobs this year and you keep getting rejected or you keep getting ghosted and you're really, really frustrated and you're wondering what the hell is going on, let me give you a little bit of insight into this current job market, because it is crazy. Rest assured that you're not alone. It is now a universal experience that everyone is going through that is extremely painful looking for a job in 2023. I talked to someone earlier that worked at a Fortune 500 company, went to a top 10 school, has been looking for a job for the last 9 months. They literally found something earlier this week. Congratulations to them. Let that be a little bit of hope for you. You're definitely going to find another job. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. But 9 months is not really average. Then I came across this article from Bloomberg that highlighted someone that applied to over 500 jobs before they finally found something. So now we are seeing job searches that are taking 6 to 12 months, sometimes even over a year. It's taking hundreds of applications, hundreds of interviews. All of those interview processes kind of drag out. It's just bad. And I feel terrible for everyone because I know how annoying looking for a job is, generally speaking, but this market has made it 10 times worse. So I at least wanted to shed some light as to why. We didn't get here overnight. There's actually a few key factors that are affecting everyone's job search right now. First and foremost is layoffs. 2023 has been a crazy year. But it has also included a ton of layoffs. In the tech industry alone, companies have laid off close to 300,000 people. I talked to a friend last week that works in HR, and she is prepping for her 3rd round of layoffs this year, y'all. Like, it's bad. So there's a lot of people that are actively looking that didn't plan to be actively looking right now. If you talk to them 2 or 3 months ago, they were planning their vacation for the holidays. Now they're putting up messages on LinkedIn saying that they're open to work. Also, related to those layoffs, you have to think about who's getting laid off. A lot of companies have completely let go of their recruiting teams or their talent teams or their HR teams. Those are the front lines. Those are the people that are actually screening your application. So if they're not around, it's definitely going to take a little bit longer. The second big thing is the Great Resignation. Remember that from 2020 when everyone was actively looking for a job because everyone was quitting? Things have changed a little bit. So with the Great Resignation, there were a lot of people that decided to make bold moves, and they either transitioned into a new career that maybe didn't really work out for them, so they're looking for something new now. There's a lot of people that also decided to start businesses that are returning to 9-to-5s, and there are quite a few videos on TikTok around that topic. I'll make one in the future. But yeah, people that weren't expecting to be looking, people that thought they were setting themselves up for success in 2020 are now seeing, actually, I need to look for something else. Which leads me to the third reason. It's just expensive to live, not even to thrive in 2023, just to survive. You have to be making over $120,000 a year to afford a home. And we're not even talking about the nicest house, right? And this is just on average. So what that means for people in big cities like New York, San Francisco, Miami, Seattle, anywhere that's actually going to cost you a lot of money to live, you're going to have to earn more now than you ever did before. So that's putting a lot of pressure on people to get out of low-paying positions or jobs where they're not making enough, literally just to cover their expenses so they can live. So, as a quick recap, between the layoffs, the Great Resignation kind of bouncing back and flipping on us, and just the overall economy, that is what is making the market so bad right now, and that is why it is so hard to find a job in 2023.
Why was Halloween so bad? Why was it not what it used to be? I have seen so many ridiculous explanations on TikTok, and it comes down to one thing: money. Now, I took my kids out last night, and I noticed a noticeable drop in the amount of houses participating. Probably 80% of the houses did not have lights on and were not handing out candy. And the worst explanations are some of the boomers here on TikTok saying it's the millennial generation going soft and we're not making Halloween like it used to be during their time. No, boomers, the fact is most Americans, particularly the younger generation, are clean out of money. Do they want to pay $30 for a bag of candy to some random stranger that they'll never see again, or do they want to, I don't know, eat? Personal savings rates are at record lows. Most Americans ran out of savings in the month of October. Most of the credit cards that Americans took out in November of 2022 have reached their 15 to 21 month APY, and those are maxed out. So no, boomers, it's not the younger generation losing spirit for Halloween. It's the fact that our government would rather spend all of its money in wars abroad. And yes, I realize that the money is to replace American stockpiles, but think of so many other things that we could do with $100 billion. Let's go ahead and spend money on a nuclear bomb that's 24 times more powerful than the previous atomic bomb. So no, Halloween didn't suck because of generational differences. It sucked because this government and this system is more posed on taking care of countries abroad rather than its own people.
Cause I have $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet. Credit card debt.